What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I just want to apologize to you guys for not filming in the last couple of weeks. My time has kind of just gotten ahead of me, and I haven't been prioritizing. So I need to be a lot better about that. I promised you guys I was going to be doing something every single day, and there are a lot of you that do watch my videos daily. So thank you so much for being so patient. Once again, please do forgive me. I'm going to really try to make a huge effort and prioritize my YouTube channel. So today's video, I want to talk about money. So money is the root of all evil. And I want you guys to really think about why. Anything that we need in life, you have to have money. All of your time goes into working a job or going to college to obtain money, right? Now, think about this. Money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't make you happy. What money buys makes you happy. So I want you guys to think about all of the time that you're spending working, and I want you to think about for what. So if you're working and you're working like these crazy hours, and at the end of the month, you never have any extra money to do anything, and you're just paying your bills. Think about that. You're working all of this time spent that you can never get back to pay bills. For what? You guys, it's so sad to me how many people too are working jobs that they're unhappy doing just because it pays the bills. Something has got to give here. You know what I'm saying? You need to find either, a job that you're passionate about that makes you happy, that you somewhat enjoy doing, or, something that gives you a little more free time to where you have more time and energy to do things that you love. So something that's really sad is in today's school systems, we're not taught to make a life. We're taught to make a living. And that's really sad. Because if you think about how many adults today suffer with so many different things, it's because we're not taught those things. We're not taught even today in society to talk about the ugly, to be honest about our insecurities, and be honest about problems, real life stuff that's going on in life. Like some of the newer friendships that I'm developing recently are literally, we're bonding over that deep, dark, ugly stuff. We're bonding over that because that's relatable. If you have somebody that's perfect all the time, that's not relatable to anybody, because how many people can relate to a perfect lifestyle? Not me. So, I want you guys to really think about your time and your energy. And on your deathbed, you guys, when you are about to die, you're going to have like a realization, and you're going to reflect back on your life. And you're not going to be thinking about your job and how you worked all of these hours and you might be thinking that actually, about how you wasted all of your time and your whole life was spent working to pay the bills. That's awful. I don't want one of you guys that's viewing my video today to be on your deathbed and think that, wow, all I did my whole life was basically work. Because that's sad. We're not put on this planet to just make a living. We're here to make a life. I want you guys to think about every animal species on the planet. Humans are the only ones that work the way that we do for the things that we want. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't all need a house and we don't all need food and water and the necessities. I get it. But what I want you guys to think about really too is also, when you go out and you buy something, how much time did it take at your job to earn that? So a lot of people are very careless spenders, which, honestly, that's probably even a better way to be than to be responsible all the time and never have any fun and just be saving and saving and saving. What are you saving for? So there's just a couple of things I want you guys to just kind of like get a perspective on about money. So money doesn't love you back. The bills will always be there. Money won't. Your time won't. Okay? So the only thing that money really can't buy is love and time. Those things are left up to God. Now, when God put us on the planet, He didn't design us to be working these jobs, you guys. Not the way that we do and not the way that we're programmed to. Now, once again, I know I'm going to probably have a couple of people that are going to argue with me about, well, you have to have this to survive. I get it. But the amount of time that we spend trying to, like, if you think about it, you go from kindergarten to 12th grade, right? So there's basically 17 years of your life. And then you're supposed to get straight into college. And you're supposed to go to college for basic degrees, usually take anywhere from 4 to 10 years, right? Think about the time that is spent going to school. Am I talking negatively about school? Absolutely not. Just want you to think about how much time is put into schooling and for what. What are you going to school for? So you can get a good job, so you can make money. Now, half the time too, a lot of you guys know, you could go to school and get that degree, and then you get into a job and it doesn't pay good, or you can't find a job in your degree. So then what? You're stuck doing something that you either don't like or you hate. And that's another thing too. I want to encourage you guys, if you're working in a job that you're miserable in, it's not worth it, you guys. Go get a different job. And I know it's going to take initiative and it's going to take some action, and sometimes it's not easy and you got to take those sacrifices in life. But I can guarantee if you leave a job that you're unhappy and then you go and you work in like a better environment or something that makes you a little more happy doing, but you're getting paid less, it's going to be better for your mental health and mental stability. Something else that I want you guys to know is, because the bills are always going to be there, you might as well go on a vacation. Go do something for yourself. If you're only paying for your bills every month, think about that. All the time that went into that to just pay the bills. So I urge you guys, get the credit card, go take a vacation, go take a road trip, go out with your friends, go buy yourself something. I mean, the other thing too is that, like, materialistic stuff today is so emphasized. We're literally products of mass consumption. It's all about the bigger TV, the better iPhone, who has the best name brand stuff, the big car, the big mansion, all the furniture, and blah, blah, blah. It's never ending, you guys. That stuff is never ending. You're always going to want. And the more that you want, the more you want. Does that make sense? Sometimes the less you have, the less you want. You're kind of like, you know, I had just enough to get by and that's okay, which is where I am at mentally right now. And that's why I am working in a, you know, as a waitress in a job, because it doesn't, you know, it barely gets me by to where I just have enough to survive. And I'm happy with that. I already have, you know, my whole house is furnished. I already have all of that stuff. So now I've kind of like degressed in the sense of I don't want anymore. I could care less if I bought a house. I could care less if I got a brand new car. Those things are so unimportant. And on your deathbed, you guys, you're not going to be asking for your car. You're not going to be asking for all of your clothes and your iPhone and all your furniture and stuff. You're not going to be asking for that. You're going to be kicking yourself in the butt saying, what did I spend my whole life doing? Oh, wow, I worked my whole life. For what? You know what I mean? So you guys, your time is so precious. And something that I heard interesting from the creator of the iPad or whatever, that he died recently, and that on his deathbed, he was talking about how sad he was that his whole life, he basically worked and went to college and spent all this time. And yes, he did get successful and he did get billions of dollars. But he's like, what is it for? Now I don't even get to enjoy it. Didn't even get to enjoy it. And you never know when you're going to die. So think about that too. If you're in a job and you're working your freaking butt off hoping that someday it's going to pay off, no, you guys, because you don't know how much time you really have. And then that money wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. If you never spend your money on stuff that you enjoy, what are you spending it on? It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying by any means to be irresponsible. Of course, we all have to be responsible. But I want you guys to take some accountability in living your life. We're so programmed these days, too, to ask what people do for a living. Well, what do you do? Not who are you? You know? We're not taught to make a life. We're taught to make a living. That's so sad, and that's wrong. And we have to make a change. We have to start connecting with people too and talking about that real, talking about that ugly and that uncomfortability. Those are sometimes like the best friendships to develop. And just thinking about too, like I said, all of the animals on the entire planet, we're the only ones that work the way that we do to get money. So, you know, there's a difference between surviving and, you know, basically, I think you guys get the point. Like, I just don't want you guys to spend your whole life trying to get that perfect job and like putting your life on hold in a sense and not living in the moment and enjoying your time, because it's so valuable and you never know how much of it you have. Money can never buy time, and time cannot buy money. So just some things to think about. You guys know that I love you and I want to help uplift you guys and help your quality of life as well. So, you know, just sometimes if you're just depressed or if you feel like you're working all the time, you guys got to take a break and you got to, you know, do some living and some self-love and some self-care. So I love you guys and I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, don't forget to comment on this video. If you have anything you want me to talk about, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys.